this is Renee from Creative World Art Center. Usually we come into your classrooms to have an art class, but since we're all at home, I'm coming to you by video so you can still be creative and make some art. Today we're going to be making a recycled cardboard 3D sculpture, and when you're all done, it might look something like this. But if you're up for more of a challenge, I'm also going to be showing you how to make a creature or an animal out of the same materials. So today you're going to need a couple things to complete the project. First, you're going to need a circle or an item you can trace. I used a takeout cup that I had left over. You're also going to need a pair of scissors, a bottle of white school glue, and something to trace with like a marker or a pencil. We're also going to be using some recycled cardboard. I have an old cereal box here and the container from my soda cans. We're also going to be using different types of paper, so if you have tissue paper, that would work really great for today's project. And you can also use gift wrap, and so I have a couple different types and patterns of that. And I also have some colored construction paper. To begin, what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to flatten out your cardboard. So I'm going to take my box and I'm just going to sneak it down the side like so. That way I have a nice flat surface to work on. I'm going to begin by tracing a couple of different circles onto my cardboard. And I'm going to try to avoid the seams in the cardboard, and what I mean by that is the places where the cardboard connects. So you can trace a couple different sizes of circles by flipping your cup or your vessel, whatever, to make big and small circles so you have a variation. So I've already cut out a few of these. And next I'm going to show you guys how to attach some different types of paper on here and make them look cool and awesome instead of looking like your cereal box or your soda can box. So first what you're going to need to do is choose your paper. So I think I'm going to go with this awesome cardboard or this awesome avocado printed gift wrap paper. So I'm going to cut a chunk of this out, and I'm going to trace my circle on the paper. And cut one of these circles out so that I can then attach it with glue to my cardboard circle. So now that I have my circle, I'm going to do dot dot, not a lot. We don't need a lot of glue. So I'm going to put little tiny dots all over my circle. And then I'm going to attach my paper on top like so. All right. So if you want to do something like a design or a little bit more interesting, what you can do is you can flip it over, and like for this one, I cut out some of the design of the strawberries individually and pasted those on. So there's the back and the front. All sides of our paper and cardboard sculpture are going to be seen from all around, so we want to make sure they're all decorated. So I have the back and the front decorated. So for this one, since I only have one side decorated, I'm going to choose a different type of paper for the other side. So I think I'm going to go with this striped black and white paper. So I'm going to cut a chunk. I'm going to trace it again. And then I'm going to cut out that piece. So now I have my piece cut out, I can go ahead and glue it to the other side of my circle. So again, I'm going to do lots of little dots all over. And then I'm going to stick this paper down. All right. So to make my 3D sculpture, I'm going to need maybe 4 to 6 different circles. So to attach them all together, the next step is that we have to put some cuts in the sides of our circles. So you're going to need 4 cuts. We're going to do them at 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 3 o'clock on your cardboard circles so that you have a little slit in 4 different places around your circle. You're going to do that on each circle. And it's just a little cut, not a huge one. We just want like a little slit. Because that way we can put these circles together and they interlock, like so. So when you have a bunch of different pieces, you can attach them together and keep growing your 3D sculpture. Pretty cool. All right, so now that I've shown you how to do the circular 3D sculpture, I'm going to show people a bit more of a challenging part of the project, which is that if you want, you can make the cardboard into a creature or an animal. So you could do any type of animal or any type of creature with this. You could do a dragon. I just decided to do a horse because that's what I was feeling like at the time. So to make something like this, we have to start out by drawing a body. And I think the best way to do that is just to start with like a bean shape. So I'm going to draw a little bean shape on my cardboard. It might look something like this when you're all done. All right, you're also going to need some legs. So the way that I did the legs was like a U shape. And that might look something like this. You're also going to need a neck and a head. So for the neck, I just did a rectangle. And that might look something like this when you're all done drawing it. And for the face of the horse, I did another smaller bean shape. Like that right there. So don't forget, if your creature has ears or if it has hair, to add those details. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe put some ears on my horse, and I'll add the mane separate later. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to cut all these pieces out. So now I have a body. I have one pair of legs, and I'll need to make another pair because horses have 4 legs. And I'm going to cut out the head and the neck for the rest of my animal sculpture. So there are lots of different ways that you can make this. You can make a dog, you can make a kitty cat, you can make a bird. It's really up to you. The only thing you have to keep in mind is that when the pieces fit together, they're going to be turning sideways and forward. So for example, this neck fits onto the body like so. So it's in a different direction than the head and the body, which you can see. Alright, so now I have a head, a neck, a pair of legs, and a body. So I'm going to go ahead and make myself another pair of legs by tracing my legs again, because I want to have 4 legs, not just 2. And then I'm going to cut this out. So when you're using or picking your cardboard, like Amazon boxes or things like that don't work as well as like a cereal box, because the cardboard is going to be a lot thinner and easier to cut. Just a suggestion. You can use an Amazon box or that thicker cardboard if you like. It's just going to be harder, a lot harder to cut with scissors. Alright, so now I have all of my pieces. So I'm going to have to decorate them. I think maybe I'm going to do a strawberry covered horse. Might be a little bit interesting, so let's try it. So what I have to do is I have to cut a chunk of my wrapping paper. And then I'm going to put little dots all over the section that I'm gluing and glue that down. So next I'm going to cut around. So I have a body, but I think I want to have strawberries on both sides. Right now I just have strawberries on one side, so I have to put glue on the other side. Glue that down. Alright, awesome. So now I have a body that's totally covered in strawberry paper for my second horse. You're going to do this with all of your pieces until they're all decorated the way you want. And I'm going to use this guy to show you how to put it together. So the first thing you want to do is you want to put little snips on your parts of your animal, just like we did with our 3D circle sculpture. So you're going to want to take your scissors and you're going to want to put snips on your leg tops. So right here in my U piece. Alright, and then wherever those are going to connect on the body, you're going to make a snip as well. So I'm going to do one here and one here, and that way those pieces can fit together. There, now it's starting to come together. Alright, next we're going to want to attach the neck, so you're going to take whatever piece you're using for the neck and you're going to do snips on the body part and a snip where it's attaching to the body. Then you're going to want to slide those two pieces together. And then next you're going to want to do the same thing for the head. So I put a snip on the head and a snip on the neck where they're going to fit together. Alright, so now I have the basic shape of a horse. It's going to be up to you to decide what details you're going to put on to make your horse look extra awesome, or whatever creature you choose. So I decided to add some ears, some eyes, I did a little mouth, I also did a mane and a tail. So it's up to you what type of details you're going to add. You can add stripes, you can add polka dots, you can add flames or stars, whatever you want to make your creature or your sculpture even more awesome. Thanks for tuning in and making an art project with me today. I'd love to see your pictures of your project, so you can take a picture of your project and email it. If you want to participate in more art classes, you can sign up for live online classes on our website. I'm so glad that you're being creative at home. Keep making art, and we will see you soon.